Hello everyone. Today 10th June today moved to Warwick looking at our these trials which my team is actually conducting. There are several trials here. First of all, this Warwick is called Hermitage Research Station, managed by DPI or Government Department of Queensland, and it's in the Darling Downs area, about 90 kilometers from Toowoomba, and it's a really nice place here. If you see, this location is really beautiful. So when we conduct field walks, many people can come here. Okay, this first trial we have not planted, but what you see, that's a ryegrass, glyphosate resistant ryegrass, and we are testing here what are other options, because here farmers don't really cultivate before planting, so they use glyphosate. If this ryegrass is resistant to glyphosate, what are other options like glufosinate, but mixture with different group 14. So we will see what happens with this ryegrass. We have sprayed those and we will plant our wheat crop next week. This one is PhD students trial that is on Fleris. It's Fleris paradoxa, and here it's clear field wheat which is resistant to group 2 herbicide, and that particular herbicide this Fleris is not on the label of that herbicide, but if these weeds are this weed particular one is a problem in herbicide resistant wheat, then what are other options? So not just relying on that particular product. So we are testing different pre-emergence options as well as post-emergence. Okay. This one we have actually two seed rates also. This is low seed rate and this is high, which is 50% higher than the other one. There are 3 replications. So yeah, these are different replications of this trial. Next one is again on Fleris, but this one is what are the pre-emergence options for Fleris. Here we have I think 14-15 treatments evaluating different pre-emergence herbicides, and also if you see, this is the control here, and that's how Fleris looks like in between rows. And then there is some toxicity also, and that's always that trifluralin is one of that one. But also we received heavy rainfall here after planting this crop. Also we irrigated, so that's also contributed to some losses. If you see this second plot, some herbicides, especially like bixlozone, that's actually turn weeds pinkish or whitish after treatment. So you can see here, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th plot, you can easily see there. So that's a second replication, and then here is the third replication. A similar trial on ryegrass. Ryegrass is annual ryegrass, and again, what are the pre-emergence herbicide options here? Now these things are very new for us because first of all, ryegrass was never a problem in Queensland. Now it's becoming problem and resistant to group 1 herbicides which we normally use. So what are those other herbicide options? Same thing with Fleris. What pre-emergence herbicide options? So this is the control plot of ryegrass. If you see between wheat rows, you can see ryegrass. Again, there is a little bit toxicity in that second treatment. This is the second replication of that one, and that's third. Here, now question was raised last time by growers that if I have got mixture of wild oats, ryegrass as well as Fleris, what herbicide options there? So here we mixed these 3 weeds, and that's why you can see very dense population here. It's hard to see or distinguish in the photo, but it's a mixture. This is a control untreated, and here it's a mixture of wild oats, also ryegrass as well as fleris. When we go close by, we can easily see. So for example, this one definitely wild oats, and then if you see those small seedlings, those are fleris. Also ryegrass is that shiny leaves. So it's a mixture of these three. And again, here we have got different pre-emergence as well as post-emergence options. Again, there is some damage here. If you see these first two plots where we had trifluralin, even with pyroxasulfone we had a little bit damage. That's because of that heavy rain. This is good information. Here if you see, I think that's what I wanted to show, Bixlow zone. This one, if you see from here, this is definitely that particular product. Here now you can see these weeds actually emerged, but now they are turning white or losing their chlorophyll. So that's the symptom of Bixlow zone. It's mainly absorbed by shoots. So after wild oats, then we have got here another where we have a mixture of ryegrass as well as fleris. But this experiment is about early post-emergence. So even if we applied some pre-emergence herbicide as early post-emergence, in case the grower we don't really have that opportunity of applying pre-emergence herbicides, what herbicides provide effective control but also not damaging the crop. Here we have got few different herbicide options, but some of them, when we applied them as early post-emergence, they actually this is control, they actually damage the crop. If you see this particular one, yes, this is actually providing some damage. That's different thing whether they can recover or not, but that's not really the question. Question here is, first of all is control, and second one is no damage at all. After this we come to this trial. It is integrated management of ryegrass in this first side, and at the back there are two other weeds. So first of all, ryegrass here, when we say integrated, we are trying to integrate herbicide use with seed rate. So this is low seed rate, again this is a little bit higher seed rate, and different herbicide options. Only pre-emergence herbicide, this is control, only pre-emergence, or only post-emergence, or sequential. So here looks like pre-emergence herbicides, they provided really excellent control, but for this particular weed, so there may not be need for post-emergence, but that's not really always we get on growers field where we have got very high crop residues. Their efficacy is reduced. And here this one is only post-emergence, which we are using like chlordinafop, and looks like this population is resistant to chlordinafop and not really providing good control. After this trial, we have got one on prickly lettuce. Prickly lettuce is Lactuca cereula, like lettuce, so it's a prickly, it has got prickles, thorn. So this one is a control, and it's a broadleaf weed. It can, in our last 2 years, this weed never produced seeds in this wheat crop, because wheat is very competitive, but it's actually extend its canopy outside of the wheat crop. Also very nuisance, because these seeds are blown away by wind, so they can move very easily. So this one, how it looks like, it's a control untreated. This one seems to me where we applied only, I think it's only pre-emergence herbicide here, which is mesotrione. Also here that was only post-emergence herbicide, and you can see these plants are actually dying here. And then fourth one where we had pre followed by post, in case some of them they survive, but yeah, some of them yeah, they are surviving in that one where we had only pre. So that's why this post is really important. Next one is a similar one but on wireweed, but wireweed we have not sprayed yet with the post emergence, only pre emergence, because it has got very high dormancy levels. If I show you, this is this one, that's wireweed, and it's Polygonum aviculari, and there are some other wireweed here. So it's still emerging, so we will apply post emergence later on. But this, yeah, see here, still very small seedlings, they are emerging. See, these are all wireweed, that's all wireweed, these are all emerging. So that's a wireweed trial, and there is a another weed in the background that's called dead nettle. Okay, now this one, there are 6 strips, 3 replications, so 2 seed rates. So this particular trial, yeah, that was on wireweed. Now first time we are actually conducting a trial on canola, ryegrass in canola. So this is this canola is actually resistant to glyphosate as well as group 2 herbicide, and we are actually evaluating what are pre-emergence options in case you don't really want to just depend on glyphosate or other herbicides. So here we have actually used pre-emergence herbicides, and then we have mixture of other herbicides, the post-emergence herbicides, follow up or by its own. If you see some of them, you know, this looks like if resistant to glyphosate, plants still dying but not really completely. This one was that only pre-emergence herbicide, and you can see it's providing very effective control. So here our question is, so this, you can see these patches of ryegrass. So the question is, rather than relying on those traits like glyphosate or group 2 herbicide, which this canola is resistant to, we don't want to lose them. So what are other options? Can we use pre-emergence herbicides so that there is less pressure on the post-emergence herbicides and we can keep them for a longer period of time? So that's ryegrass in canola. Canola is not really grown in this region, but now some growers are trying, because we get very high temperature during its flowering, and that actually reduces yield. So that's canola. Next one is lentils. Again, lentils are grown in the southern region, not really here, and we are trying for the third year. I think 2 years back we tried at Chauhan, and this time here. And here again, objective is there are 3 different varieties of lentils. Visually at the moment you can't really see here from here to there, but we will evaluate that later on. And then ryegrass, with or without ryegrass, just to check their competitive ability. Okay, and in weed free conditions we will also evaluate their yield potentials. Is there any difference between the varieties? So yeah, with that one, thanks. I will arrange a field walk here maybe in July, and that time we will have some more results. And next week here we are planting our chickpeas. Okay, thanks.